This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian bringing to you Game 3 of the 1909 World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Detroit Tigers. It was a series known for the rivalry between the two greatest superstars of the day, Hans Wagner of the Pittsburgh Pirates and Ty Cobb of the Detroit Tigers. So far as in real life, Honus Wagner has got the best of this series. He is 2 for 6, batting .333 with a double and a run batted in. Ty Cobb is hitting .250, 2 for 8 with just a stolen base. Here are your starting lineups for today's game. We're using as played lineups in the first two games, but there were injuries yesterday. There was 2 Tigers injured and 1 Pirate injured, so a little bit different in the lineups today. Byrne is in third base, Hyatt center field, Clark left field, Wagner shortstop, Miller second base, Abstein at first, Wilson in right field, Gibson's the catcher, and Nick Maddox is on the mound for Pittsburgh. Maddox is a grade A pitcher with a Z control modifier, 2.21 earned run average in 1909. For the Tigers, McIntyre is in left, Cobb in right, Crawford in center, Moriarty at third base, Delahanty at second base, Jones is at first base, Schmidt catcher, O'Leary shortstop, and Ed Summers is on the mound for Detroit. He's also a grade A pitcher with a Z modifier. So the pitching is very even today. Summers' ERA in 1909 was 2.261, 19 games for the Tigers. Bobby Byrne steps into the box. Here's the first pitch of today's game. And Byrne lays into one right away. Second column rule, 62, is going to be a leadoff double. Because of the injuries, the Pirates' defense is still second column. Their defense adds up to a total of 37. Detroit, though, falls to column 3 as their totals add up to 35 now. And we are going to use straight basic Apba in this game. Burns at second. He's a fast runner in scoring position. Here is Ham Hyatt, hit .299 in 1909. Summers with a stretch, and here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hyatt goes down second, and he's U-turned back to the bench. Here's Fred Clark out of Madison County, Iowa, the bridges of Madison County. 6-3 is a fly ball to Sam Crawford in center field. Byrne holds at second, and now there's 2 down, and it will be up to Honus Wagner to get the run home. .339 hitter. Summers is not going to pitch to Wagner. Wagner goes to first base with an intentional pass. Here's Dots Miller. Miller, a .279 hitter. He is 1 for 7 in this World Series so far. Here's the pitch to Dots Miller. And 6-2 is a fly ball to right field. That's caught by Ty Cobb. And so Summers strands 2 runners on. Bottom of the first. Pittsburgh nothing, and Detroit coming to bat. All right, Nick Maddox completes his warm-up tosses, 6 foot, 178 pounds from Galveston, Maryland, and Manny McIntyre steps into the left side of the batter's box. Here's the pitch to McIntyre, 1-1 roll. And there's a long drive to right center field between Ham Hyatt and Owen Wilson. It's going to get to the wall, and McIntyre leads off the Tiger first with his double. So both teams start with a double. Pittsburgh could not convert that into a run. We'll see how Detroit does. Now Ty Cobb comes up, hitting in the second position. He's protected in the order by Sam Crawford, another Hall of Famer. So Maddox is going to go into the stretch and pitch to Ty Cobb. Here is the pitch. Cobb hits a liner to right field, and it is dropped by the right fielder, Owen Wilson, East 9. And Manny McIntyre, if he's fast, he will score from second. Let's see. He is not fast, so he goes to third. Tigers have runners at first and third. Nobody out. That brings up Wahoo Sam Crawford. Wahoo, because he's from Wahoo, Nebraska. Let's see. The Pirates going to play the infield back. Hope to try and get two. Sam Crawford laces a line drive to left field. It's going to fall in front of Fred Clark for a base hit. McIntyre scores. Cobb goes to third. First and third Tigers, an RBI single by Wahoo Sam Crawford, and the Tigers are on the board, 1-0. That brings up George Moriarty, third baseman. Two good pitchers on the mound. Pittsburgh's going to... Well, they still want to try to fight this big inning. They're playing double play depth. There goes Crawford. He is stealing second, and he is going to be safe at second. Didn't need to roll the dice there because that 11 result is not a max deal. As I said, we're playing straight up basic app in this game. So now second and third for the Tigers. Maddox goes into the windup. Pittsburgh's going to play the infield in now. There's a pitch to Moriarty. 4-5 is a 14. And that is going to be a base on balls filling the bases. Still nobody out. Nick Maddox is surrounded. Here's Jim Delahaney. Infield going back to normal depth again. Here's the pitch to Delahaney. 6-1 is a 12. That could be their double play. That ball hit on the ground to Wagner, who flips to Miller and over the Epstein at first. 6-4-3 twin killing. Cobb scores. His run is an unearned run. And now there is a runner at third for Detroit with 2 outs. And it's now 2-0 Tigers. Here's Tom Jones. Infield normal depth, 32, is a 26. Grounded to Dutz Miller. He's up with it, throws the first for the third out, but the Tigers on 2 hits score 2 runs. We go to the top of the 7th, Detroit 2, Pittsburgh nothing. All right, we talked yesterday about how awful Bill Epstein had in the actual World Series. He had a terrible time, striking out 9 times, making 3 base running errors and 5 errors in the field. But so far in the replay, he's playing normally. He's having a good time of it. Epstein is 2 for 6 with an RBI. He's off to the top of the 2nd. Pitch from Summers to Bill Epstein as a ground ball to second base. Fielded by Jim Delahaney. The throw to first, and Epstein is retired. All right, unfortunately I had the camera off when I rolled the dice for Gibson, but he got a base hit with 2 outs. So Moon Gibson is at first. Now all the Pirate position players have hits in this series. Here's the pitcher, Nick Maddox. 6-6 roll for Maddox. He gets in the 1. Here's the pitcher hitting the ball. And 2-2 is going to be driven down the right field line. It's going to roll into the corner. Moon Gibson's going to score all the way from first. And the pitcher, Nick Maddox, settles into third with an RBI triple. Pirates are on the board. It's Tigers 2, Pittsburgh 1. Big 2-out hit for Nick Maddox to help his cause. Here's Bobby Byrne. And Byrne swings and misses for strike 3. 2 hits and a run for Pittsburgh in the 2nd. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. 2-1 Tigers. All right, Nick Maddox goes to the mound to pitch the last of the 2nd inning. His chest is puffed out just a little bit Here's a pitcher hitting a triple to get his team on the board. He'll be facing the bottom of the Tiger order, Schmidt, O'Leary, and Summers. Here's a pitch to the catcher, Boss Schmidt. 1-2 is grounded on the ground, or X. Maddox does not have any strikeout modifier, so that's going to be a ground out to second base. Schmidt's the first out. Here is the pitcher. It should be O'Leary. Pitcher's on deck. Charlie O'Leary, the shortstop, is on deck. He's in the game for Donnie Bush, who got injured yesterday. 3-5 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Now the pitcher, Ed Summers. Kickapoo Ed Summers. 4-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for Detroit. We go to the top of the third. It's 2-1 Tigers. Ham Hyatt leads off the top of the third for Pittsburgh. He's in the game. Next man up in the game for Tommy Leach, who got injured yesterday in game 2. Here's a pitch to Ham Hyatt. 6-5 has popped up right near home plate. Boss Schmidt's under it and makes the catch. Fred Clark, 287 hitter, 1909. 53 is a 15. Detroit's fielding column 3, and that's going to be an error on the left fielder McIntyre, and Clark will get to second base on the E7. Each team has 1 error in the game. Hannes Wagner, the batter. Summers walked Wagner in this position last time. And Detroit does not want to get beat by their best player, so he's going to get walked again, even though there's no outs. First and second, that does set up a double play. There's 1 out. It could set up a double play. Dots Miller steps into the box, determined to hit the ball in the air. He does, but it is popped up. Catcher Boss Schmidt loses his mask, and he's under this one, and he catches his second pop-up of the inning. Now 2 outs. Here's Big Bill Abstein. Grounded out to second, his first time up. Abstein hits a roller to the third, who throws the second for the shorter out. No runs, no hits, an error, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Detroit 2 and Pirates 1. Top of the Tiger order, due to bat in the third inning. Maddox is ready to go. Here's the pitch to McIntyre. McIntyre hits the ball on the ground to the Pittsburgh second baseman, Dots Miller. 1 gone. Oop. Here's Ty Cobb. Cobb doubled to lead off the game. That was the Tigers' first extra base hit. No, wait a minute. McIntyre led off with a double, and that was the Tigers' first extra base hit in this series. Cobb reached second base on an E9. That's what happened to him. 6-6 roll for Ty Cobb. This could be extra bases. And 5-2 is going to be extra bases. It's a double for the speedy Georgia Peach from Georgia. He's at second base with 1 gone. Scoring position. Sam Crawford's a hitter, 317. He's followed by Moriarty, 273. Maddox is going to pitch to Crawford. And here is the pitch. Hit high into the air in left field, medium depth. Fred Clark is under it and makes the catch, 2 outs. It's going to be up to Moriarty to get Cobb home from second. And he might do it. Line drive the other way to right field, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. Cobb is streaking around third. He scores, and the Tigers increase their lead to 3-1. George Moriarty comes through. Here's Jim Delahaney. 6-3 is a fly out to center field. So 2 hits, 1 run. Go to the 4th, it's 3-1 Detroit. Tigers are clawing and scratching, trying to get themselves back into this World Series. They're down 2-0. They lost game 1 in the replay, 2-1 to Pittsburgh, and then they lost game 2, 4-3. So it's been tightly played, but the Tigers are behind by 2 games. Top of the 4th, Owen Wilson leads off for Pittsburgh. 4-3 is a roller. Back to the pitcher, Summers, who throws the first. 1 gone. Wilson is 0 for 2 on the day. Here's Moon Gibson. Grounded out to, he got a base hit and scored in the 2nd inning. 3-5 is a 9 against an 8 pitcher is going to be an out. A ground ball to Tiger shortstop Charlie O'Leary, who throws across to Tom Jones. 2 ground outs and 2 outs. Here's the pitcher Nick Maddox, who tripled his first time up, driving a run. This time he hits a ground ball to third, fielded by Moriarty, the throw to first. So on 3 ground outs, the Pirates are retired in the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning, Detroit 3 and Pittsburgh 1. Jones, Schmidt, and O'Leary scheduled a hit for the Tigers in the last of the 4th. Here's the delivery from Nick Maddox to Tom Jones. Jones hits a ground ball to Honus Wagner at short. He scoops it up and throws the first. Not the most graceful shortstop in baseball, but definitely the best. Here's Bosch Schmidt. 23 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Schmidt gets U-turn back to the dugout. He's got to grab some pine. There's 2 outs. Charlie O'Leary. And O'Leary hits a ground ball to second base. Dots Miller scoops and throws the first. 3 up and 3 down for the Tigers in the 4th. Top of the 5th, 3-1 Detroit. All right, Tigers will be facing the top of the Pittsburgh lineup in the top of the 5th. Bobby Byrne, third baseman from St. Louis, Missouri, leads off. Bill Epstein, Epstein was from St. Louis too, I believe. 31 is a base on balls. So Bobby Byrne, the leadoff hitter, draws a walk. He's been on base twice today, doubled and walked. Fast runner at first. Here's Ham Hyatt, 299 hitter. A little harder to hit and run against A-grade pitchers, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. 5-6 is a 13. That's a problem. Let me get on the right page here. 13 is a strike with the runner out caught stealing. So that blew up in the Pirates' faces. 2-2. Let's see. Hyatt's a left-handed batter. 2-6. Burns out at second. Hyatt's still up. 1 out. 1 strike on a hitter. 1-5 is a 10. And that's a line drive to center field up the middle. Base hit for Ham Hyatt. Average speed at first. Fred Clark. Clark hits it on the ground to the shortstop O'Leary, who flips the second over to first. It is a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. 1 hit, no runs, nobody left. Bottom of the 5th inning, 3-1 Detroit. Ed Summers leads off for Detroit. He is a fairly weak hitting pitcher. 1-6 is a 28. That play result is a ground out to the shortstop Honus Wagner. Top of the order for Detroit here is Matty McIntyre, left-handed hitter from Stonington, Connecticut. 5-4 is a fly ball hit to right field, caught by Owen Wilson. Wilson had an error in the first inning. 2 gone, here's Ty Cobb. Cobb is 1 for 2. He's reached on an error and doubled. He's also scored 2 runs. 4-4 is a base hit, a single to right field for Ty Cobb. 2-out single. Here's Wahoo Sam Crawford. Sam Crawford laces a line drive to right center field. Cobb races around second. He goes to third. First and third. Detroit with 2 outs. They may have something going here. Both their stars have 2 hits in this game. Here's Moriarty. 2 gone, first and third. Tough spot for Nick Maddox. Infield playing at normal depth. Here's the pitch to Moriarty. 6-2 is a ground ball to third, and he goes the short way to second to retire Crawford at second, and so Maddox escapes damage, 2 hits and no runs. At the top of the 6th inning, 3-1 Detroit. Pirates are down by 2 runs, but they've got their magnificent shortstop leading off the top of the 6th inning. Did you know Hans Wagner once stole, 3 times he stole second, third, and home in the inning? He did that 3 times in his career. There's a pitch from Summers to Wagner. 1-5 is a base hit for Hannes Wagner. Wagner lined that ball over the third baseman's head. He's at first with nobody out. That brings up right-handed hitter Dots Miller. Summers goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch. There goes Wagner. And Wagner steals second. That is his second, I think that's his second stolen base. Nope, that's his first stolen base in the series. He's in scoring position. And Dots Miller takes advantage. He gets in the 1. And 3-1 is going to be a triple for Dots Miller, scoring Hannes Wagner. Pirates move to within 1. And quite a ball game we've got going here. Second triple of the day for Pittsburgh. Of course, dead ball baseball, there are more triples than home runs in those days. Nobody out, and Detroit will move their infield in. Tough spot for Ed Summers here. Here's Bill Epstein, who's having a good series, unlike his real series. He is 0 for 2 today. Infield's playing in. 41. Ground ball to the Tigers shortstop O'Leary. He's going to try to go home. Runner's trying to score the throw. He is out at the plate. Fielder's choice for Bill Epstein. So 6-2. Miller's out at home. 1 out. We forgot to put we did put the run on the scoreboard. It's 2 runs for the Pirates. Here's Owen Wilson. Grounded to second base. Delahanty's up with it. Throws to the shortstop covering second. Over to first. It's a 4-6-3 inning double play. Pirates get a run, though, on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 ball game. Tigers lead. Jim Delahanty leads off for Detroit, one of 5 Major League playing brothers. His most famous brother was Ed Delahanty, Hall of Famer. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Delahanty is 0 for 3 on the day. Here's Tom Jones. He strikes out. 5 strikeouts for Nick Maddox. And now the catcher, Boss Schmidt. Maddox got Schmidt and a strikeout in the 4th inning. 4-3 is a roller. Back to Maddox. He secures it, throws to first. The Tigers are retired easily in the 6th. It's the top of the 7th. Detroit 3 and Pittsburgh 2. When I play basic Apba, I still use a home fatigue rating, and my starting pitchers start the tire, or they reach their point of fatigue in the 7th inning. And then if 3 bad things happen to them, their grade goes down 1 level. In a master game, each pitcher is rated with a QR rating. That's their fatigue rating. Summers is a Q0, so he never gets tired. 281 innings pitched in 1909. Now the way that works, if there's like a Q1 rating, when the pitcher gets to the 9th inning, his grade automatically goes down 1 number grade. So in the master game, you use numbers. Summers is a graded 15 pitcher. So if he had a Q1 rating starting in the 9th inning, he'd be a 14 pitcher. And then each inning, successive inning, his grade would go down 1 number. Can't use that in the basic game, but my starters, their fatigue point comes in the 7th inning, my starters. And that's pitchers rated with an asterisk after their rating. Relievers, their fatigue rating comes up in their 2nd inning of work. Moon Gibson starts off at catcher. The catcher for the Pirates. 5-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Pittsburgh has been hanging in this game. Nick Maddox is the hitter. He'll stay in the game, and he's 1 for 2 with a triple. 4-3 is grounded back to Summers, who picks him up, picks the ball up, and throws to first. Bobby Byrne. 5-3 is a 20. Pittsburgh's fielding column 3, and that's going to be an error. Detroit's column 3. And that is an error on the second baseman, Jim Delahaney. So Byrne reaches E4. That is the 2nd error committed by the Tigers. The batter is Ham Hyatt. One roll for Hyatt. And that could tie the game. We'll see what the second column reads. 55 is a 2. That's going to be definitely a tie game, a triple. And that error really comes up to haunt the Tigers. RBI for Hyatt. Game is tied 3-3. And Summers' grade goes down to a grade B. So now three bad things have happened. Error hit, and the run counts as a bad thing. So here's a pitch from now grade B pitcher Ed Summers to Fred Clark. 53 is a 15. That's a hard line drive to left, and Matty McIntyre is not going to get to it. It's a single. The runner scores. The batter's trying to move to second on the throw home. Actually, there's no throw home. Asterisk, the batter holds it first. So RBI single for Fred Clark puts the Pirates in front for the first time in this game. 4-3. Detroit manager Hugh Jennings is going to make a replacement here for the pitcher. He's going to bring in George Suggs. He's a grade B reliever with a Y strikeout modifier. He'll be pitching to Honus Wagner. And for this batter only, he'll be a grade A because of same-sidedness. 4-1, and he gets Wagner out on a ground out to shortstop. That ends the inning, but the Pirates score 2 runs on 2 hits and an error. Pittsburgh 4, Detroit 3, 7th inning stretch time. All right, Detroit, down by 2 games in this series, are now behind in game 3 here by a run. Charles O'Leary will lead off against Nick Maddox. And this is his fatigue point inning. Here's a pitch to O'Leary. 1-4 is a fly ball lifted to left field. Caught by Fred Clark. 1 gone. Now we're going to have a pitch hitter for the pitcher. Pitch hitter is catcher Oscar Stanage. 1-6 is grounded to the shortstop. Wagner's got it. Scoops up some grass and dirt and throws to first. 2 outs. Right here's Matty McIntyre. Top of the order. 2 outs, base is clear. 55 though to McIntyre is an 8 against an A pitcher. That's going to be an out. And that's a pop out to the Pirates' third baseman, Bobby Byrne. All right, Maddox is finishing strong. He's retired the last 8 Tigers in a row. 8th inning, 4-3 Pittsburgh. New Tiger pitcher is Kid Spear. He is a grade C pitcher. Our strikeout modifier means he strikes out fewer people than most pitchers, but he has a Z control modifier. Dotz Miller leads off for the Pirates in the top of the 8th. 2-5 is a 10 against the C is going to be a hit. That's a base hit. Single to center field. And Dotz Miller is 2 for 4 in this game. Here's Bill Epstein. Epstein lifts a high fly to right field. Ty Cobb is tracking and makes the grab. The runner holds at first. That brings up Owen Chief Wilson, who steps into the left side batter's box against Kid Spear. 2-5 is a line drive to center field. Miller will go to second and stop there. First and second for the Pirates with 1 down. Threatening to increase their lead. Here's Moon Gibson, the catcher. Gibson's 1 for 3 today. He rolls a 6-1, and that's going to be a double play. 6-4 to, or 4-6-3 actually. 4-6-3 double play, so hit the second base. 2 hits and no runs. Bottom of the 8th inning, Pirates 4 and the Tigers 3. All right, Ty Cobb leads off for the Tigers. Are down by a run. Stands from the left side, holds his hands apart. Does not normally put an all-out swing into his swing. He might here, though, as he represents the tying run. 4-4 roll is a hard line drive to right field. And Wilson's not going to get a base hit for Ty Cobb. He is 3 for 4 today. So there is a potential tying run at first. Sam Crawford, who has 2 hits himself today, he represents the potential go-ahead run. Only hit 6 homers in 1909. 5-1 is a base hit. That's a single to right center field. Cobb will round second. He goes to third. And it has been a banner day for Sam Crawford and Ty Cobb today. Each have 3 hits. First and third. And nobody out. Brings up Moriarty. Maddox into the stretch. Here's the pitch. There goes Crawford. He steals second. That pitch to Moriarty was a strike. He's 2 strikes on the hitter now. Suddenly it's getting dicey for Pittsburgh here. They're going to play the infield in, try to stop this run at the plate. Here's the pitch to Moriarty. 1-4. Popped in the air to shallow left field. On comes Fred Clark. He makes the catch. It's not deep enough for the runners to advance. 1 gone. Pirates are going to keep the infield in the pitch as they pitch to Delahanty. Detroit's bench is pretty weak. They've got 2 backup catchers, and that's it for position players because they've had a couple of injuries in this series. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball that's going to get past Hans Wagner in the drawn-in infield. Both runners will score, and the Tigers take the lead. 2 RBIs for Delahanty. And this game has been back and forth. Now Detroit 5, Pittsburgh 4. Maddox is tired. Pirates will go to the pin, and they're going to bring in Vic Willis, a grade A pitcher from Wilmington, Delaware, to pitch to Tom Jones. Jones is right-handed, but you don't increase the pitching level grade A for same-sidedness. He's already an A. One gone, one on, and 2 runs are in. Here's the pitch. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Jones will have to grab some pine for the second time in the game. Catcher Boss Schmidt. Schmidt hits a slow roller toward first. He is racing down the line. He's going to beat out an infield hit. First and second, Detroit with 2 outs. Here's Charlie O'Leary, weak hitting shortstop, 203. Pitch to O'Leary, gets away from the catcher Gibson. That's a pass ball. And the runners move up to second and third. A base hit will score 2 more. Or they'll walk him intentionally. It does not have the Z modifier, but they're going to go ahead and pitch to the pitcher. With the bases loaded, O'Leary takes first, and Kid Spear will hit. He's got a 7 and 6 on his card. 2-3 is a 27. Slow roller to the third. Byrne racing in, picks it up and throws home for the force out at home. And that is the third out. Tigers get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 5 hits in the inning. They score 2 runs. Detroit 5, Pittsburgh 4. Let's go to the 9th. For the Pirates in the 9th inning, they're going to start off with a pitch hitter for the pitcher. That's Ed Apaticio. Kid Spear is still on the mound for the Tigers, trying to preserve a 1-run lead. Here's a pitch to Apaticio. 3-6 is a 33. High pop up on the infield. Jim Delahanty is under it and makes the catch. 1 gone, 2 to go for the Tigers to get their first victory in this series. Bobby Byrne, the top of the order. Bobby Byrne gets a hit column roll, and 45 is a double for Byrne. He will be in scoring position. Tying run at second base. Here's Ham Hyatt, 299 hitter, with Clark and Wagner due up next. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, a key strikeout there. If he can get Clark, he won't have to face Wagner. Fred Clark, 287 hitter, steps into the box. High pop up in the infield. That's Delahanty's ball. He pats the glove and makes the catch. That's the ball game. Final score, Detroit 5 and Pittsburgh 4. We'll be back to wrap it up. All right, the Pirates had 4 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. Detroit 5 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. Nick Maddox takes the loss. He went 7 1/3, gave up 4 earned runs and 1 unearned. And the winning pitcher is Kid Spear, who pitched 2 innings of relief and finished the game. Summers pitched well as a starter, 6 2/3, and he gave up 2 earned runs. Today's star of the game is none other than Ty Cobb. He gets 3 hits with a double, scores 3 runs, was on base all 4 times, 3 for 4. Ty Cobb's today's star of the game. Join us for Game 4 of this World Series, which now sits at the Pirates 2 games and the Tigers 1. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.